The Midwest, home sweet home in good old Indiana. A place of small towns, cozy families gathered together, and fields of corn and rustic woods. But, like any town, there is a dark underbelly that often goes unnoted. We are part of that darkness. We lurk in the shadows to bring you the best in horror, metal, and stories of the grotesque. This is Blood in the Cornfields.
All right, welcome in, Cellar Dwellers. As always, I'm Mark.
And I'm Ivy.
And we are Blood in the Cornfields. We have a very special guest, a friend, a family friend, a fellow potty friend.
Potty friend.
I like that. It's good.
We're just rolling. So you have no name now? You're Mr. Black Tornado.
I don't have a name anymore.
No, you don't have a name anymore.
We're just going to go
rolling with Mr. Black Tornado.
I was a big fan of Mr. Tornado. It sounds like I'm a Pokemon villain.
Yeah,
Mr. Tornado.
Mr. Tornado.
You got like arms poking out of the spinny thing.
Yeah, I have my own Pokemon gym, and all wind type Pokemon, Mr. Tornado.
That's
awesome.
Cool. And thank you guys for inviting me to that. In general, it was so much fun. Having the opportunity to set up a table was really great. Just overall, I thought the whole thing was great. Before we get into it, I have to give you both props. You guys were up on the stage. I think you both absolutely killed it. I know.
Thank you.
I know that what we both do is generally talk to, audiences over a camera, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And, we both do interviews and things like that. But to address a room full of people live, without any editing and without any, special effects or anything like that, it can be a little nerve wracking. And I stood there, and Corey was standing next to me, and I just nudged him, and I said, "Look, man," I said, "they're killing it right now." I said they're just doing so well. He's not. They're pretty. I said, dude, you got to imagine, and Corey's done tours and played 1,000 shows before, so he gets, he gets the whole crowd staring right at you. You have their 100% focus, and I go, some people can crumble under that. Some people start skipping over their words and looking at the floor. I says, not those two. I says, they're absolutely killing. So before we really get into it, I just had to give you guys your props. I had to give you your flowers.
Thank you. That actually does mean a lot.
She's always nervous as shit.
Oh, yeah. Before I go on stage, it's like, oh my God, dude, I don't know if I could do this. And then all of a sudden, oh no, it's fine. Yep. I got this big personality. Yep. Liquid courage always helps.
Yeah. And I'm always there. Like, even if you were to flounder, like, I'm bailing you out, and you know that. So, like, it's no big deal. I'm just a big dumb idiot, so I just go up there and I'm just whatever. It's no different for me. So
both of you did incredibly well. The whole event, I think, went off great. But I'll let you guys kind of lead us into that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, before we go into the actual event, we have more events that we're planning.
We do.
Oh my God, dude.
I don't even remember the dates. I'm hoping
that's
that you
okay.
do.
I have them. So, which one should we start off with first?
Let's go by
like chronological.
Yeah, chronological.
Okay, so chronologically, the next event is going to be. It's not one that we're holding just yet, but we will be eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Jody comes out.
Yes, Jody.
Yes.
Brawless Cowboy.
We are so excited for Jody to come out. It is actually going to be coming out at Tibbs Drive-In Theater in Indianapolis, July 17th through the 26th. However, let me rephrase that. It's July 17th through the 19th, so that weekend, so Friday through Sunday, and then July 24th through the 26th.
The next weekend.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's really cool.
We are very excited. We are currently planning on being there July 18th. And that is actually going to be Carla's birthday.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
I know.
That's cool. Okay, now there's more pressure. I'm like, I have to make this now. July 18th.
July 18th.
Okay.
So we're very excited for that. And Jody is just a fun ride. Go take a look at our interview with Rachel and Carla. They're a fantastic, amazing people, very talented. We're so excited.
I've been waiting to see this movie for so long. I've just, been slutting myself out for it at any chance I get. Like, I just... genuinely not because they were just our guests. Of course, you're going to get that from me. But the little cherry on top is like everything I've seen from this movie. It's just so intriguing. It's like I want to learn the character Jody more. Like I want to learn like what exactly she's getting herself into, what she's doing to these people, or what's being done to her. And it's so intriguing. And that's this movie has had me wanting to see it, like genuinely irrelevant that they're, were guests and friends of ours. Yeah. This has me really wanting to see it for sure.
Yeah. It looks like a stellar independent film and it's filmed right here in Indiana.
No.
It's so badass.
That's sweet.
And, it's actually, since we have, Black Mr. Tornado with us, it is very metal centric film.
Yeah.
Actually, the lady that's in it,
she's a musician. I forget what she does.
Yeah, I think her name's TJ. I think she plays guitar and she sings.
Sounds about right.
Yep. And in the movie, she's like a metalhead from the 80s. She's like this really awesome muscle mom. And I'm so excited for that.
It's gonna be awesome.
So to tie in with that, in August, hopefully we can make it work.
Oh, we'll make it work.
We're going to try to do a screening of it at Lang Lab.
Yes. So a screening of Jody in South Bend at Lang Lab sometime in August. Yes. We're putting it out there so we can, put all the good vibes and put it together.
And what a cool venue. I had never been there before. I know that you guys had done events there prior. Mm-hmm. And what a really interesting place. Like, I feel like I could have walked around there for an hour and just looked at stuff. I will say, I really appreciate that they have a bar. That's great. Mm-hmm. That caught my eye immediately. And then just all the cool art stuff that was hanging around, and just the overall vibe of the place. Like it makes. I'm at the point now where if I put on an event, I'd want to do it at Lang Lab too.
Yeah. That's the place to be.
It is. It's they have Everett's there, so they've got some food. They have the bar. They have like the little room offset from the main one that's got like some video games, some chill space. Yeah. Then they have the artists that are in there where they'll be selling work and different things. Mm-hmm. There's photographers that take up residency
upstairs,
there. Yep. Yeah, so there's a lot, and I'm sure there's probably other stuff. I
they have their own little store now, so all the artists can sell their merch.
It's cool.
Yeah, I saw that too. What a cool place! It's just, it's so cool that while it's not necessarily local to me, it's in the state. It's not that far away. It's just cool that places like that exist.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And what a cool venue. Everybody that I met there, staff wise, everybody was really friendly. Decent espresso. Beer was cold. What more do you have what more do you have?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We love it there. It's like our second home.
Yeah.
Like can't get enough of that place. It's just a place to be, and we need more venues like that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna plug them or shout them out a little bit.
I know where you're going. Go ahead.
Bughouse?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, Bughouse, Fort Wayne. God bless those poor people. They've gotten into
some stuff.
A lot of issues right now. And really? Are you familiar with the Bughouse?
Not at all.
Awesome DIY venue out of Fort Wayne. It's been there for a long time. The Muse on Main used to be one of the big ones. There was also, of course, the Brass Rail.
I knew the Brass Rail,
But really, the Bughouse was the place. It was basically like our version of Krishna Den, where it's just real chill. It's all ages, no bullshit. Unfortunately, no drinking, no drugs. But you know what? To each his own, and good for them. Mm-hmm. For being safe, and all ages friendly.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I guess there was some rumors going around that basically made them shut down because the rumors were they were trafficking people. people are going missing, and this is very much not true. That is like one of the most safest places to go to.
Yeah.
And then there was other things where they were saying like about the mold, which was true. There was some mold issues in there. It's an old house. It's an old, dilapidated, it's just a house. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, because it is a house and was also the living space for like 3 or 4 people.
Several people. And some pets too, I think.
Yes.
I think some pets too.
They got hit with like federal government or whoever at the town basically said, nope, you need to make changes within this amount of time, otherwise you guys are out.
Yeah, the town coded them, so they basically, and like none of the properties in that area are up to code. Like a lot of, places that are a little bit older, it's like, nobody's fucking up to code, but nobody like goes and pulls that shit. Right. It's like bars I've worked in. It's like, yeah, dude, they're not up to fucking code. Mm-hmm. And the fire marshals know that shit. Like, they're only going to come in to make sure you're not overcrowded because they can't pop every fucking place. And that's kind of like what I'm assuming was kind of the issue here is mm-hmm. like, yeah, nobody was up to code. So like, but they just got kind of picked on and they got their card pulled. And unfortunately it resulted in like a lot of people's lives being changed in a venue in the community, basically being put out of business.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you wonder why, like why.
Well, it sounds like it was a lot of punk ass kids that were just kind of being dickholes about it. And didn't realize how much they actually were, how this rumor made it so much worse for these people that were living there. And luckily there is a Kickstarter, a fundraiser
like
for
a
them.
GoFundMe.
There's a GoFundMe for them. You can donate to it. Maybe Luke can help me put it in the description so that way you guys can give to them. They've already succeeded past their goal, which is great. That helps them kind of get level footing so they can get up to code. There's still so much more that they need help with.
Yeah.
They've been having volunteers come there, mostly from the Fort Wayne area, that have been trying to help them. They're even selling some sick ass shirts. I didn't buy one. I don't have one yet. I just have my cool Omen-Killer shirt on. But yeah, if you can help out, that's definitely important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Send the link my way, and I'll post it up on the BTP stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
and as far as next event in September, we have the Festival of Freaks.
Freaks.
And I'll see you there.
Yes.
We're excited to see you, and we are going to be hosting.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy. I hope that there's a shit ton of people that
I hope so, because I think I might. I still have to figure out the paperwork. I have to fill it out yet, but I might be doing double duty in vending and hosting as well. So.
Yeah, so there'll be live music, vendors, food trucks. This is going to be all at Blooming Bus in Niles, Michigan, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's taking place on September 26, 2026.
Cool.
As of right now, I believe tickets are $20. They were, if you bought them early enough, they were $15 each. But now they're $20. They're just going to keep going up if you keep waiting. So buy them now. They're $20. I don't know how long that lasts. We'll try to keep you guys posted. We are very excited. They got a pretty stacked lineup, honestly, right now, and it's still growing. So we're excited for that.
Sweet.
And we're excited to be there.
That's going to be a really cool event.
Absolutely. It'd be good to host something again.
Yeah, exactly. And, we had, and that was their thing, Wrecked Wrens, who was at the show.
The 100th episode.
Yep. They were phenomenal. I really enjoyed them. They kicked us off for the night.
I didn't realize drum does vocals too.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I always enjoy that. Because when I played, I did a little backing vocals, but it's always interesting.
I didn't know them prior, but I really enjoyed their set.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. And like someone said that we false advertised them because I was expecting new metal. I didn't say new metal.
What even is new metal? What the fuck even is new metal? I don't know.
Yeah,
what are you going to call for cover band?
It's not new metal.
It's Godsmack. What even is it?
So I was like, dudes, come on. You can enjoy this because even their set was all new shit, all new material.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
That was the first time I'd seen them, so I
Yep. All new material.
I knew nothing about them prior. but I really enjoyed their music. Set was cool. Band had a good energy about them. Seems like people were into them. It was overall good.
Yeah, we really like them a lot. They're good friends, and they definitely they were our cheerleaders throughout the whole entire Punkovision.
Oh yeah,
they were all here on this side of the table, and they were just like, "Oh, that was funny, guys! That was awesome, guys!" And then they would throw out different horror movies and stuff like that, and have us riffing on those. So they were a lot of fun, and I really liked them. And honestly, Punkovision, Action Adams Punkovision, is what inspired Wrens to do the full Festival of Freaks. They're putting that on.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
that's
cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. We're going to talk about music. We had to talk about my boys, who I just saw. I've seen them, a month apart. I just saw them down at Bloomington. It was the mighty Omen-Killer.
They're so good. Mm-hmm. We love them. And oh my God, shout out to the guy that brought his whole family.
I know.
Dude.
Was it Nick brought his mom? And his mom is just the coolest. I spoke with her for all of 3 minutes, and everybody should wish that you had a supportive mother like that.
Yeah.
Because she was telling me she's been doing the show thing with him since day one. Going to the shows, just supporting the bands, and she genuinely seems like, she's not sitting there looking around scrolling her phone. She genuinely seems like she's really into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only hope that you can either be that parent for your kids or hope that you have a parent like that just genuinely supports your goals and your dreams like that, even though I'm sure when she was younger probably wasn't listening to heavy music quite like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I just thought I spoke to her for all of 3 minutes, and it was such a lovely conversation. I'm like, I could get this lady on my show. I could just talk to her.
Mm-hmm. She was so sweet.
I may actually maybe I'll try to set that up in the future.
I'll get
her on Black Tornado. We'll just talk about
that grandma metal lady to talk together.
Oh, the Grind Mother. Yeah.
Grind Mother. I love her. Yeah. I think she's so cool.
They are unfortunately super over.
Are they?
Yeah, it's super done.
That's too bad.
She's older.
It
happened.
Get that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them. I got to meet her. I mean, it was such a cool time. But overall, the music that you guys selected for the show was great. Both bands absolutely killed. It was so nice seeing the Omen-Killer guys again after just seeing them about a month ago. And the venue, like Mark was saying, the venue couldn't have been cooler. I mean, with the pinball and the video games and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it was just great. And again, thank you guys for letting me set up a table. I wasn't really at it much because I didn't realize the layout of the place made it easier to be more social, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not like you're at a convention where you're kind of stuck at your spot. There. Well, because if anybody paid attention to Black Tornado, I said initially the plan was that I was going to have this little dice mat and you were going to come up and roll, and then depending on what you want, I was going to give you something. But then once I got there and I realized there's some people in here, some people in here, people are kind of migrating around.
Yeah.
Then I made the snap decision of I'm just going to put stuff on the table and you're welcome to just take it and you don't really have to talk to me at all unless you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool. So, throughout the night, people got to go up to the table, and I hope that you were able to grab some stuff. I know there was stuff there at the end of the night, so I know not everything got taken. So I hope if you were interested, I hope you get to get a Black Tornado sticker or a button or something.
I got a button.
Yep, I got a button too.
And well, if we're talking about our setups and our wares, Mr. Mark over here, salesman of the year, who personally took me for I want to say at least $50.
Probably.
Yeah. Got me for at least $50.
Awesome.
Yeah,
because there was so much cool stuff that you had, but I had to walk away with an item or two, which was really cool.
Yeah, I enjoy having like pretty legit shit. With a lot of my shirts and stuff, it's like I got to get people to actually stop and look at them because I do have some cool shirts. Like you might just think like, oh, he's got a couple novelty shirts. It's like, no, man. When I started off, I had 70 shirts.
No, my Hellraiser Fangoria shirt is right over there.
The dark.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the glow in the dark shirt. Yeah. And with the sticker on the because if you didn't tell me that, I would have thrown it away.
Yeah, that's why I said something.
On the tag, it's an actual sticker of the shirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You get a Fangoria
that's
sticker.
Cool.
Yeah. And I have I'll just say I have a Terrifier one that's kind of the same thing, and it's glow in the dark and has a sticker as well too.
Yeah, and if you did not say that to me, I would have just ripped that tag right off and thrown it away. So I haven't put it on anything yet, but every time I look at it, I'm like, man, I would have thrown this out if Mark didn't tell me that it's a sticker.
That's right.
Cool.
That was really cool. We got to give this lady a plug because I don't remember her name. Who did that painting?
Oh, Lil Ant Girl, Sarah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love her. She is so amazing.
What a great piece of art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I bought it actually ended up being a trade. Yeah. So, and I think it was a win-win. So, I got a little Trick or Treat Sam where he's not in the normal mask. He's in kind of the grouchy mask, I guess is the best way to describe it, like a little painting. And so then I paid her $20, but then her daughter, who had a Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt, turned around and got one of my Smalls American Psycho shirts.
Aww.
So she got a white small American Psycho. So it was $20 back. So we just bartered in a sense.
Yeah, the trade. Nice.
Yeah.
And, that's a good trade.
I did not catch all of it because I did have to leave a little early because I went to go see Mortal Kombat 2. It was amazing. Great.
Nice.
10-year-old Adam was sitting there. Yeah. Great. So I only caught part of it, but it was incredibly amusing. And you guys should do that just on your regular show. Watching you guys riff over the movie Cellar Dweller was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that immensely. You guys should do more of just that. Just do it on your show. Just do it for fun.
And it was so nice being able to have Steve with us. And we did invite Steve to be on this, but Steve was like, I'm busy. And, like, he is a busy dude. It's like, totally understand. But it was nice to have him because, like, behind the scenes, I don't know if we've talked about this before on the actual show, but, like, behind the scenes, like, we watched this film at least, like, 2, 3, maybe even 4 times.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And the first time, it was basically we sat down, we watched the movie, and we just started saying jokes.
Yeah, we came up with like 90% of the material at the first go.
Yep. Especially you and Steve. You guys were killing. Killing me.
We were. Me and Steve have good chemistry. We have good chemistry and stuff like that together. So
you guys do.
Good. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I wish I could have stayed for all of it because I was enjoying myself. But the overpriced beers and hot dogs at the movie theater were calling.
Calling your name.
Had to make sure I got up there. But overall, what a great event. I'm so happy. As smaller shows like us, right, to actually get to 100 episodes is a really big deal.
Yeah. We feel like it.
The original iteration of Black Tornado, which was in 2016, only made it to like 12 episodes.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, I'm out. And think about you guys hit 100. I'm rounding the corner of 60, I think. Think about how many podcasts, how many thousands of podcasts there are out there that make it to 3 episodes, 5, 10, maybe 20, and then it shuts down. For you guys to make it to 100 is such an important milestone, and I'm glad that you guys celebrated it properly. You didn't just do like, 100th episode, we'll give away a T-shirt. Like, no, you guys did a live event with bands, and artists, and had this great venue. And I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm probably going to jack a bunch of your ideas. I will say that I was inspired by Blood in the Cornfield, but I'm definitely gonna jack a bunch of those ideas because it was such a cool thing. Again, I was talking to Corey and I was saying the same thing to him. I go, man, this is like such a big deal for them. It's such a big deal for their community. The people that tune into Blood in the Cornfields. And I said, if this were a band, this is like putting out your Metallica's Injustice for All. Like, it's a huge deal to hit 100 episodes. And so, I'm really glad I got to come. For people that don't know, by the way, we've known each other for 3 years now.
Yeah, that's true.
And we were just in the same room together, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It took 3 years. So I pull in, and I didn't get out of the van yet because my truck was down. So I was borrowing this lovely minivan. And I pull in, and I just kind of turn my head to the left, and I turn it to the right, and there's Mark.
I just pulled in.
Yeah, I was like, oh great, and just give him a big hug, man, because it was like, we've known each other for 3 years. We've done. You guys have been on my show. I've been on your show.
Yeah. We've done this and backwards, and she's been on solo. I've been on solo.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you guys have been on solo before. And so for 3 long years of all of us being in the same state, for that to happen, again, was such a big deal. I don't remember who I was telling to, but I showed him the picture that we both have posted. And I said, this is such an important picture to me. Not only because these guys are like podcast colleagues of mine, I said, but just that it took 3 years to take a photo. And that was great. I'll see you guys in September.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It was just so funny because it was like that Spider-Man meme. Like, wow, you're real. Yeah. You exist.
When you said you're real, I was just like, this is going to be a great evening. It'll be a great night. Yeah, it was so cool seeing you guys. Meeting Luke and Casper, that was great too.
Yeah.
I caught Luke right away, and it was like our eyes lit up.
Oh, that's so cool.
Run around. Of course, barely paid any mind to me because he was busy running around with a toy.
No, and so he loves it there.
I just went, "Hey, buddy," and he looked at me and ran off. Like, that works.
It was definitely a special night for, so many reasons, getting the community involved, getting our listeners involved, seeing you, all that sort of stuff. But the thing that I really kind of think is a good microcosm of the night that transfers over to us as a podcast is the fact that we had Wrecked Wrens who, we call them kind of punky alternative-y. Yeah. We had Charlie do stand-up comedy. Yep. We had a metal band, and then we had us riffing on a movie. Like, all 4 vastly different things in one night under one roof under us, which is kind of how we are. We'll have a metal episode, a true crime episode, a director on, we'll do a movie review, we'll do a smasher pass. And find me another podcast that does that. I do not know any. And it's not like, it's not that we're huge and all that stuff. It's not about that. But the thing that I do enjoy is you never know really what you're going to kind of get with us. We have a live event that we're promoting and stuff. And then we'll have, all this sort of stuff. So for me, that was one thing that was really cool about that night in, correlation to us as a podcast. It was just like a a mixed bag of different things, and I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was like a variety show. But going back to what you were just saying, this is why it's actually more impressive, because it's not a big show. It's not a show with 100,000 followers. And to be able to pack in those people that were fans of yours, that, were supportive and were there, for the. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to gloss over the comedian.
No, it's okay.
No, you're okay. We knew we'd get to him.
Yeah.
The wedding was really fun, though, because, as I said, I come from a big Irish Catholic family, but I also have all my polyamorous friends from Goshen, and we put them at the same table for fun. I was worried something might pop off. Turns out, 2 hours and 2 bottles of wine later, all my Catholic aunts are sitting down taking notes about how to properly wrangle their husbands. Never heard of a thing called a shared Google Calendar before. This thing is fucking nuts. Guys, it turns out a shared Google Calendar is the greatest invention in polyamory since the double-ended dildo. It's bonkers.
So many fun things going on, you end up forgetting something. But overall, just, all the people that came out to support you guys, that came to celebrate 100 episodes, it was cool for somebody in my position to see. I just, and again, I mean, I couldn't be happier for you guys. I know you guys have had other events, either at the Krishna Den or Langley have other events, and just all the responsibilities kind of got in the way. And then when this came up, I'm thinking like, all right, I've known these guys for 3 years. It would be almost an insult to not come to this. And then again, I mean, thank you guys so much. You guys were kind enough to give me a space to kind of peddle my free wares.
We wanted you to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
we did.
It was really a lot of fun. I couldn't ask for a better time.
Yeah, it's for me, and I'll give you a second because I just want to touch on one point. But with reflecting on the 100 episodes, to me, the other thought that's really cool is it's like, I can think of like 6 episodes right now that we have like basically lined up or that we have in the works. And there's just more following. So it's not just like, oh, hey, we're at 100 episodes. Like, no, we're going to be closing in on 200. Like, I don't think it's going to necessarily stop, especially with like when we first started out, I didn't necessarily have a direction. And I don't think Ivy did as well too. But the one thing that I love that we've kind of got like almost abducted into was a beacon for independent films and independent horror movies. And that just kind of like happened. Yeah. Like we didn't seek that out. It just kind of came into our lap.
To us.
And that's the most popular thing that like we don't even really book any of those episodes anymore per se. It's mostly everyone coming to us and like, we have to coordinate and stuff. But like, that's one thing that I'm super, super proud of. And if this podcast ever goes just in one direction, like I'm calling it right here and now, I want it to be that direction. But I still, love doing all the variety. But if we had to pick a medium that we just like focused in on, it would be the independent film medium because it's just, it fits what we do. It fits what everyone else does. So that's one thing I'm super proud. So you can go ahead. I didn't want to steal your thunder.
No, you're fine. Because that's kind of where I was going to lead it to as far as like, when I first was pregnant and we started this, I just thought we were going to be doing this for fun. We are doing this for fun. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be this big.
Sure.
And I still don't think we're by means huge.
No.
But we're very well known in our community.
We're big enough. We have people from Belgium reaching out to us.
That's cool.
And the UK. And it's like, holy shit. I mean.
And we've had UK guests.
Yeah, we've had several. And it's been wonderful. And it's like, wow. And I guess I need to drunk text people more. So.
Yeah, we do.
I know on the last podcast or the last episode or something like that, I said I need to drunk text Doug Jones, so I'm coming for you, buddy.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
As just a fan of the show, somebody that doesn't miss an episode. As soon as you guys are, as soon as it comes up on YouTube, I'm putting it on. I happen to love. I've said 100 times over. I like the true crime stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of that. But now that you guys have kind of leaned heavier into the independent horror films, I really like those as somebody who loves like shorts and just independent films in general. I think it's a really cool approach to take, just because. Yeah, I mean, you guys are an underground show. These are underground directors putting their movies out. It fits.
Absolutely.
And it usually ends up, having me go out and find this movie on my own and then watching it.
That's the fun part.
Cool for me because it gives me another movie to watch.
Yeah.
As a fan of Blood the Cornfields, I'm going to go ahead and say keep the independent horror films coming up, because at least for me, and I'm sure plenty of other people, that is pretty cool to watch.
Yeah. And since you'd mentioned true crime, I won't give specific details because we have to officially kind of like lock it in. I'm working with someone who does only Indiana true crime. So yeah, she does work on TikTok. She's had a YouTube before, does really, really good stuff, does really good background on them. I've kind of cued her into how we kind of prefer to do our episodes. And so we're going to have a true crime collaboration with someone who's really good that just does Indiana true crime. So that
Very
should be,
cool.
Yeah, that'll be coming up. I forget the date because I've got a lot of shit going on right now.
I'll have to look back at it.
But yeah, we're kind of narrowing everything down. And so now I think we did agree on a date. I don't remember it, but we're kind of getting the right case to come up, because with the way we do it, we have to have enough information on the victim that we can put them in the forefront, whether it's, one or two or whatever. So that way it's more of remembrance of that person and what they suffered through and all that. So we don't just do every single case, because a lot of them, if it's like a serial killer and then you brush over, even they've got like 15 victims, that's not really what we go for, because it's all about the victims and remembering them. So we do have to kind of particularly choose the case, and sometimes that becomes a little bit difficult. I know when I'm having to research them and do them myself, it's you got to have enough info on the victims, and not every case does, unfortunately.
And I'll say again, as a fan of your show and the true crime stuff, I appreciate as a listener that you guys do focus heavily on the victims and talk about them versus like other true crime shows that kind of gloss over the victim, and it's more about the perpetrator than it is the people that were directly affected by his or her actions. So the fact that you guys do that, as a listener, it's a fresh breath of air to see somebody take that approach. And so, yeah, I like it.
And like you always say, because we are a podcast that was born out of a lost loved one, like what better way to memorialize somebody than
absolutely
share their memories and who they were as a person.
Yeah, it's and for me, it's very personal. It's very, very, very personal. So I know exactly what it's like. Yeah, my best friend was not murdered, but my best friend died. So it's like at too young of an age, too soon, and I know what it's like to kind of wrestle with the guilt, where it's like you don't even remember per se what they look like. Like that's a horrible feeling. To be like, man, I don't really remember. So it's like, if you ever come over to my house, like my fridge has, my best friend and his kids up. I've got the original tattoo that my friend designed for Blake's girlfriend that she got. So I have that I'm going to be framing. I have his, what's it called? The brochure, the memorial.
Oh, yep. The memorial pamphlet.
Yeah. So
memorial folder.
Yeah, I have that. It's all like, kind of put away. I've just been needing to take it out. But the point I'm making is, like, you can forget what that person even looks like in your head. Yep. You can forget their mannerisms and all that sort of stuff. Yep. But like, if you keep bringing them up, if you keep having pictures of them, like I'll always, I don't give a shit if I'm 87. The picture I have of Blake and his kids will always be on my fridge. I don't care. Like, if the house is burning down, I'm grabbing 5 things. That's fucking one of them. So, like with that understanding, I try to do that for other people as well too, as something to kind of remember their loved one. The only part that I'm always really paranoid about is like, I will not skip on the story. Like, in other words, if the victim died brutally, I will tell literally every single inch that I can find, because that minimizes what that person actually went through. Like, everyone needs to stop and think, like, what was really done or what really happened. And you can't just gloss over that, because that person literally endured that pain. Like, that energy is forever stamped somewhere, in my opinion, because the actions happened to that person. And it minimizes the shit out of it if you just gloss over it and just say like, oh, they were shot. But like, if they were abducted and tortured or whatever, and I don't do it for like the gratification or like a sick,
the gratuity.
Yeah, anything like that. It's like, no, I'm telling the facts. And if you don't tell the facts and you don't, put out there what that person went through, it's like, then that means nothing to that person, that soul that's passed on. Like,
absolutely,
you just are like, yeah, they died. But it's like, wait, no, dude, I was abducted, I was tortured, or whatever it may be. And it like just kind of minimizes it. So that's my only thing to where I hope.
Over.
Yeah, I hope I don't ever piss anybody off. I'm not going to change my philosophy, because for me, I wouldn't want it done anyway. Like, if I had something horrible, like I was gutted and tortured, I would want people to know that that's what that person literally did to me. They didn't just kill me. They did X, Y, and Z to me. And it's, some might not be some people's cup of tea, and I get that. But like, I'm not going to change on doing that, because I think it's very important.
Absolutely. No, I think, like you said earlier, with your show, it's kind of like this fun variety bag where you don't really know, what you're going to get. Versus me, who there's no variety. You listen to one episode, you know what's happening next time. Doesn't change anything.
Yeah, because we could have like what her name was, Sylvia Likens, right?
Yes.
One of the worst stories you'll hear. I mean, it's a horrible. It was an Indiana story too, right? Yeah. Horrible story, and then we may have a smash or pass right after. Like that's just how it is. We don't necessarily try to always make it like that, but you could get that. You could get a horrible child story that they were abused and treated like just horribly, and then you could have like a smash or pass, or you could have like a movie.
You can have Ivy playing video games.
True. Oh my God, yes. I love that you always remind us, like, you need to play another one, guys.
Because it is, and I'm going to say this to everybody listening right now, if you have not watched the Mortuary Assistant playthrough, please, as soon as this ends, go and watch my favorite episode of Blood in the Cornfields. It's not only my favorite episode, it's my favorite episode just to show people in general.
Oh, I love that.
Because it's so gosh darn funny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ivy's anger makes me laugh in a way that my favorite comedy movies just cannot do.
Man, then I guess I need to play video games in front of you guys more often. I will curse like a sailor fucking playing Mario Kart or whatever.
It's hysterical. It's the funniest. And there's so many hard games on Steam. I mean, literally, there's thousands of them.
Yes.
So then, then it's on brand, of course, if you stick to horror-related games.
Right.
And it's funny as hell. So if you haven't watched that one, as soon as this ends, go watch that. And then if you really get bored, you can head on over to Blacktornadopodcast so you can see whatever I did. Because I got to plug myself a little bit.
Absolutely.
You should.
You have to.
Yeah, there's been so many episodes that you've done. I think my favorite episodes that you've done have always been like the Grindtober. It's just like one cool thing after another. And when you interview the bands that are from like out of country, they are so unique and so different. Sometimes they don't give you anything, but sometimes you get a good one in there.
Those are really fun just because, like, and I'll just use the Philippines as an example because they do it the best. These bands don't get played at all in the US.
Yeah.
So when they have something coming up, they don't just put it one time on their Facebook page and call it a day. They go to every Filipino metal group that they're already a part of, and they just promote them, the piss out of it. I mean, they're really into underground bands, promoting underground bands, even if they're from other countries or whatnot. They just thrive on finding new stuff. And as far as Black Tornado goes, that's since day one 3 years ago. That's definitely where I get the most love is these Filipino kids just wanting to check out underground music from Germany or the States or whatever, the UK, doesn't matter. They're really into it, and I have a couple cool things coming up. Somebody posted on the wrap-up show. If anybody listened to the wrap-up show for this year, I said that I was going to be going on a little bit of a hiatus, which, as of this recording, this Friday, tomorrow, will be the first time that in 3 years, the first time that an episode hasn't aired every 2 weeks. I'm working on something that requires a little bit more time, while also just kind of taking a break because I thought it was a fine time to take a little bit of a break. But I am coming back with something kind of cool. There was a comment that somebody put that said, if you're going to be doing less episodes, it would be cool to see more visual stuff because you're on YouTube, and anybody that listens to the show knows, with the rare exception of a couple of episodes, everything is audio only. The idea is that I want you to be able to be in your car doing your dishes, your laundry. I don't want to give you something to have to focus on. I just want you to focus on the music. But there is a video thing coming up really soon. I have more bands lined up to just do our usual chats. The theme shows, as everybody knows, are my absolute favorites. Ivy, you talked about Grindtober. The 420 show, the Christmas with the Metal Verbalizers, any of the regular theme shows, those will continue really no matter what. Even if for whatever reason I was like, I'm only doing these episodes for the year, and you're only getting 5 episodes a year, or whatever it turns out to be, the theme shows are my absolute favorites. Like those are my babies, and so those will happen regardless. But I do have some cool stuff coming up. I am taking a bit of a break. I've got more of like my personal music stuff that I'm kind of working on right now. So I'll have that kind of going. Excuse me. Probably won't promote it much because I always thought it was weird that I would use my own show to promote my own music. So you'll get like one post about it, and then I'll never reference it again.
Yeah, then just send it to us and let us promote for you, and then you're good.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad at all if somebody else did the promotion for me. It's the same thing with like going to shows and like handing people Black Tornado stickers at like say a Deicide show. Like, you'll never catch me doing that. But my friends that I gave 50 stickers apiece to, they will.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then I feel like it's not as bad because it's like my street team helping me out versus me trying to solicit your views. If you like underground metal and you've never listened to my show before, it might very well be the show for you. If you are in a band or know somebody in a band that wouldn't mind coming on the show and talking, or just sending a song in. And sometimes I just do playlist episodes where I just play 5 bands. And Marc and Ivy have both joined me separately for those events. Yeah. And those were a hoot. I'll have to have you guys on my show again.
Yeah, we can revisit that.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I loved your Texas one. Your Texas one was so good.
Yeah, well, the stories, man. You bring great stories to the table.
I've got stories for days.
Yeah,
I really do.
We'll set something up in the future. We'll have you guys come on. I have something. I don't want to talk about it right now. We'll talk later.
Off air.
I have something that I think is right up your guys' alley. I think it's going to pique your interest. But we'll talk.
Okay.
Talk about that later.
We're down for that.
Yeah, I think
it's well,
yeah.
I think overall the 100th episode would be great. If we make it to 200, could do it again.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go bigger or go home. Yeah. I don't know.
I'd like to go bigger. I'd like to,
What would you imagine for the 200th episode?
200th episode?
Like, what would you want to see?
Wow, that's a good question. I would love to be able to do a live interviewed guest in a Q&A session, like as the 200th episode, like a good live Q&A guest that will have some fans come in and, and then if we do like a screening of their movie or, they play in a band or whatever that may be afterwards, I think that would be really cool. But I'd love to do a full on live recording, audience participation, because that's when I'm at my best, when I can just riff off the top of my head. Like I loved playing off of the drunk girl in the alley when we were interviewing Steve Susko. Yeah. So I would love that. I think that would put me right in my element. I think you would be good on your element as well too. So that's what I would love to see. What about you?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I think, borrowing a little bit from Jody's screening, I would love to do it like at a drive-in.
Oh yeah,
be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like what we did the last time, where we played jokes, like we do riff tracks, over the top of it. We don't need to do that again, unless people want that again. I mean, we'll do it.
Or we have a Q&A with you as a director and writer of a short film and stuff. And then we can show the short film.
I should just fucking get on it, shouldn't I?
I'm just saying.
I need to.
My penis isn't going to bite itself off.
I know. I need to get going on this vampire movie.
No.
Let's do it, man. I showed you 2 seconds of the footage that I'm working on, man. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot of fun doing our spoof episode for April 1st.
Yes.
Our found footage. And I think, I won't speak really for her, cool. But I suspect she feels the same way. When we did it and stuff, like, I didn't really know how it was going to turn out, but I thought it turned out way better than what I was thinking in my head it was going to be. Because I thought it was going to be like, okay, blah, blah, blah. I thought it turned out really well. And I'm like, oh, I actually can kind of act a little bit. I wasn't acting per se, but I was pretending that I was doing what I normally do. But it's like you having to pretend that. And
voice acting.
I was like, and now I've done some voice acting and stuff like that, actually 3 or 4 times now. But being like, okay, this could be like a talent that we both have that I don't think, well, for me, you've done more stuff, but like I didn't necessarily realize was there. And I'm like, I think we could do better than that. And I think we could actually be like step 2 and then go to 3 and 4 and maybe 5. Actually, step 5 might actually be pretty damn legit is kind of how I feel, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. And as many director friends as we know, we can be like, you're hired. I got a script. Yeah. You're acting in it. Yeah. We could potentially pull something together for a short film. It's just a matter of let's just fucking do it, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you need somebody in a baseball cap to just walk behind somebody in a scene, you call me up. I'm there.
Yeah. I feel like we would do good as like good creeper buds, like dudes that are like ragging on somebody, but like in a very bro-ish way. I feel like me and you
like the clowns from the clowns from 31.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Something like that. Who even knows? So
yeah.
Which reminds me, I know we did some voice acting for you not too long ago. How did that go?
That's right.
Yeah. Jesus. So the whole thing imploded on itself.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's not that interesting to anybody listening. So I'll just cut to the end of it. So that whole thing that I had planned had to do with a coworker.
Mm-hmm.
Quit. Not because of that before it could even happen.
No.
Took a job somewhere else.
That's so funny.
I still have the audio recordings.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, because I recorded one of them in some weird ass voice. I don't even remember what it was, but I did one in some weird ass voice. And I went through and I chopped it all up and I left pauses because the idea was that it was going to play from like a giant Bluetooth speaker and just freak this person out. And then right when it was supposed to happen, I got an email saying that they took a position elsewhere.
No.
And it was like the week it was supposed to happen. Like I had all this. I had a trunk in my truck, just full of stuff to just make it even creepier. And the whole thing fell through. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Yeah, really bummed out. But it's because of that and these insane ideas that I have that's what led into the 5 seconds of footage that I showed you. Because then it kind of turned into this other thing. And that is, that'll take forever to happen if it ever gets finished at all. But it did not die. It just turned into something else.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it turned into something else, and now that's kind of, that's actually not a bad thing to work on if BTP is kind of doing a little bit of a break, which right now, this is kind of what I need. Kind of step away a little bit. There's still stuff coming up, but it's going to be a little bit more infrequent. For the last 3 years, I have not missed an episode. Every 2 weeks, there was a new one coming, and that was sickness, that was passings, that was everything in between. Working around vacations, everything under the sun. I did not skip a beat for 3 years. And then I got to the point where I was like, well, I don't really have to prove anything to myself, at least, because I know that for the last 3 years, I did not miss an episode. Now we're past that point. I can take a break if I need to.
Yeah, we take a break. We take 1 or 2 breaks throughout the year.
It's nice because, I know we have maybe a break coming up here pretty soon before we get fucking busy in September. We're going to probably fucking need one.
Yeah.
And also, so you can spend more time with Minnie.
Yes.
And then we'll probably have one, at the beginning of the new year. We usually do one around that time, during the holidays, because it just gets fucking nuts.
I've always been jealous of your breaks. I'm like, oh, they're taking a break. I'm like, I can't take a break. And then, once it got to this point, I was like, not only have I earned one, because I haven't taken one in 3 years, if I don't kind of press the reset button, I'm going to get burned out on this, and I'm not going to want to do it. And that was something that even with Ian, I had discussed with him years ago. I said, if I get to a point where I don't want to do this anymore, I'm not going to want to do it.
Yeah.
So unless we can keep things fresh and fun, I don't want to bail on this like I did in 2016. I'd like to continue to keep this. As long as bands are hitting me up, I'm in.
Yeah.
And nice. I just had a couple of guys over the last 2 weeks hit me up. We're setting up times to make that happen for them. And yeah, I've always said the same thing. As long as bands want to come on the show will exist.
Yes.
It's awesome. As simple as that.
Yeah, that's good.
I forgot to mention one thing.
What's up?
I did have a couple people afterwards, or at least one particular person kind of rang true. I thought that was very sweet. Made a comment that if we don't do another live episode anytime soon, that's fine. However, they recommended that at Lang Lab, we do a shadow cast of Rocky Horror.
Oh, that would be interesting.
What is that? You got to school me. What's a shadow cast?
So have you been to a Rocky Horror screening where you throw shit at? Okay, so the shadow cast is people dressed up in costume that are doing exactly what's going on screen.
Yeah, while it's playing.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay.
And I was like, that's kind of cool. I think we could do something like that. We could pull something like that off, and it would be really silly.
Yeah. We'd have to lean on a lot of help from our friends.
Yeah. I feel like you do good. I don't know what you would do. I don't know what
I'd play.
I think you could do just about. You should be Frankenfurter.
Frankenfurter, you think? I can see me as Meatloaf.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
I don't know. I don't want to be the lead. No, I can't be the star of the show. No, I can't be the star of the show.
I already got some drag under my belt. I guess I could be Frankenfurter, but I don't want to. Yeah. I feel like I would probably have Margot Manifesto be like, girl, you come do this because you're way better than I am.
Yeah. So, that'd be crazy. That'd be interesting.
It's something to think about. I mean, fucking Tim Wallach and Corinne used to be part of the Shadow Cast, the Hot Duties.
I could see both of them very easily doing that.
Yeah, I guess Corinne was Columbia, and I think Tim did.
Which one's is that the maid?
No, the chick with the red hair. She got like the gold. She got like the suit on.
I could see her as that.
Yeah. And then Tim was Meatloaf.
Oh, okay. I could see that too. Yeah. Awesome.
I think we can make something work out.
Yeah. Well,
not anytime soon.
We appreciate having you on. I know take a much needed break.
Mm-hmm.
Excited to see what episodes you have coming out, and this little mystery thing we're going to be talking about here momentarily should be interesting. So, so we really appreciate you taking the time. So
thank you so much.
On. Always appreciated. We've been pals for 3 years, and it took long enough to get us all in the same room. 100 was great. I know that you guys have it in you to hit another 100. It's long, it's a long trek, but I know you guys have it in you to do another 100 episodes.
Yeah,
that would be interesting. I mean, be another 3 years.
I'll be right here, happy to help support, help you guys out anything that I can.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah. With
totally.
that being said.
Yeah. Look out for each other and good night, cellar dwellers. Bye-bye. Support your local metal.
Yeah.